The question that I'm asking you guys, and I ask myself on this run today, I ask myself this, right? I'm never going to preach things, and I never want to preach perfection to you guys as the wind blows. Hope you guys can hear me. But the question I ask myself that I want to ask you is, do you love yourself? And a lot of us, we say yes, right? We just say yes just as a response without really thinking about that. But I want you to really understand what self-love is, right? I want you to understand, first of all, it's not selfish. This world is going to try to make you feel like you're less when you prioritize yourself, when you put yourself first. But you have to really ask yourself, think about this. Think about the people that you love in your life the most, because we're so good at protecting other people. We're so good at loving other people. We're so good at looking out for other people, but we don't do that to ourselves. So think about the person you love the most, your child, your mom, your dad, your brother, your friend. Some of us, we will stand up for them, right? We will fight for them. We'll tell them what they don't need in their life. We'll, fight somebody for them. We'll do anything for them. But when it comes to our own life, we don't have that same standard. So a lot of us, what we do is we accept less. Right? We accept less. And so if you're accepting less in your life, this is not to make you feel any less about yourself, because I've accepted less in my life in so many different areas. If you're accepting less in your life right now, you cannot truly say that you really, really love yourself. Because when you love yourself, I want you to get this. You honor yourself. You cherish yourself. You respect yourself. You set the standards. You don't ignore your worth. And I know somebody in here said, I never had love to give, and I get it. That's hard. I understand when you never had an example of love, maybe people didn't give you love, but God is love. God is giving you love. You are love. Whether somebody is giving you or that, you can make a choice right now to say, you know what? I'm going to treat my life with respect. I'm going to honor my body. I'm going to honor my health. I'm going to honor my dreams. I'm going to go for it. That's what loving yourself is all about. It's not about accepting less. It's not about lowering your standards to make other people feel comfortable. It's not about silencing your voice because you're afraid what other people are going to say because of people's opinions. When you truly love yourself, you walk in strength. When you truly love yourself, you walk in confidence. The problem that happens, oftentimes I talk about this, we allow external things to determine the love that we have for ourselves, right? We determine our circumstances. So if they're not going right, then we feel less about ourselves. If somebody's not treating us right, we feel less about ourselves. As I always said since day one, you got to stop allowing someone who cares less about you to make you care less about yourself. That's a job. That's a person. That's this world. You got to stop determining your worth. You got to stop determining your value based upon what someone else is giving you, because let's be real. A lot of people don't love themselves. So if they don't love themselves, how could they ever love you? Right? If they don't love themselves, how could they ever cherish you? If they don't value themselves, how could they ever value you? If they don't respect themselves, how could they ever give you that? How could you ever give you that? And so what does loving yourself look like holistically? Right now, I'm out here loving myself. Why? Because I'm taking care of my body. Why? Because I'm taking care of my health. Because I know health is wealth. What is another way of loving myself? Well, I don't accept less in my life. I don't accept less. I try my best to. I honor my standards. I honor my values. I don't lower myself to make other people feel comfortable. I don't allow the voids in my life to control my life. So if I'm feeling lonely, if I'm feeling depressed, if I'm feeling all these things, I don't stay there. I don't allow those things to make me feel less about myself, because you know why? I remind myself of how great I am. And right now, I want you to remind yourself of how great you are. I don't care if you say, Trent, I don't know that I'm great. You know why? Because you're believing what this world is giving you, because you're believing your circumstances. You're great because you were created by a great God. Straight up, that's facts. So stop allowing people to determine your greatness. Stop allowing your circumstances to determine your greatness. Stop allowing followers on social media to determine your greatness. Stop allowing people in the comment box to determine your greatness. Stop allowing those things. You determine your greatness. And when you finally make a decision to truly love yourself, like, I don't want you to think holistically right now. I want you to do one thing today, one thing this week that honors yourself. Whatever that looks like. Whatever that looks like. So if you're in a friendship that sucks and is not being reciprocated, you're in a friendship that you're only doing for them, they talk about you behind your back, they gossip about you, they don't give to your life like you give to them, maybe loving yourself is cutting that friendship off. Right? Maybe loving yourself is stop tolerating less, stop tolerating nonsense, stop tolerating disrespect. That's not being stuck up, because listen, people that want to use you, people that want to take advantage of you, they're going to call you stuck up all the time, because you know why? When you cut off their benefits, they're going to try to make you feel guilty because they cannot use you no more. And a lot of us, we're so afraid of that. We're so afraid of people spreading gossip about us. We're so afraid of people spreading rumors about us. Who cares? Who cares what people say? Right? Because when you know the truth about yourself, those lies can't penetrate your soul, straight up. When you know the truth about yourself, the gossip can't penetrate your soul. When you know the truth about yourself, rumors can't penetrate your soul. And I promise you, as long as you walk in dignity, as long as you walk in pride, as long as you walk in honor, as long as you walk in respect, your character will always respond to the criticisms. You ain't got to spend your life trying to battle back and forth with somebody who feels a certain type of way with you. So maybe that's loving yourself. Maybe loving yourself is getting around people who are better for your life. Maybe loving yourself is going to further your education. Maybe loving yourself is going to get around that person that might make you feel uncomfortable because they challenge you and hold you accountable, but you get around those people more often than you get around the people who just let you settle for less, who let you destruct your life. That's what loving yourself is all about. Maybe loving yourself is finally taking care of your health. And I'm not trying to be a nutritionist on here, but if we can't take care of our health, if we don't take care of ourselves and take care of our bodies, we destroy ourselves. It's not about the world destroying us. We destroy ourselves. We destroy ourselves. Realize that. We destroy ourselves. Maybe the world provides us tools to destroy ourselves, but we destroy ourselves often. And I promise you, it's like every time, listen, it baffles me because I see it right now. Every single time I start talking about self-accountability, self-responsibility, you know what happens? People drop off every single time because people don't want to look themselves in the mirror and say it's on me. And that's why most people will stay in the same place, the same cycle of complaining and blaming and not changing anything, the same cycle of bitterness, the same cycle of not loving themselves, the same cycle over and over. Why? Because people don't want to look in the mirror and say it's on me. Every single time. And you heard me talk about this before. Every single time I start talking about the all starts with you part and not, hey, leave this person and move on from this situation and all this stuff. Like when I start talking about it's on you, people drop off because people don't want to realize that it's on them. It's on them. And I know sometimes that stings your soul because you can think about all the things that people have given you, but at the end of the day, somebody can't give you nothing or continuously give you anything, or anything in this world can't continuously give you anything without your permission. Without your permission. So when you truly decide to start loving yourself, like really, when you truly decide to start honoring yourself, when you truly decide, you say, hey, if I got to walk this journey alone for some time, I will do that. Because where I'm going is much more important than where I'm at right now. When you truly do that, I promise you, self-love will start penetrating your soul, penetrating your life. You will start to feel more confident about yourself. Seriously, you will. You'll start being more vibrant about yourself. And some of you know this because when you honor yourself, honor your standards, honor your worth, all those things that I always talk about, your life changes. And every single person that's hit me up ever in this last 10 years that says, Trent, you've helped change my life. It's people that have made a decision. It's not people who wait for other people to make decisions. Some of us, we sit here waiting for somebody else to change. It ain't gonna never change. We sit here waiting. Like some of y'all gonna be 88 years old waiting on things to change in your life, waiting for the world to change, waiting for people to treat you different. You're gonna be waiting. The people who really make changes are people that say, you know what, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm gonna make the decision right now. Whatever that is, especially when I know what it is. Okay, I'm not telling you to make an immature decision based upon something might not be going right in your life and you take this out of context. I'm not telling you to make an immature decision. But if you don't decide, life will decide for you. If you don't make a choice, life will make a choice for you. So I got to finish up my run, but I just wanted to share that. I know this message isn't for everybody. I know this is not one of these feel-good messages where, you can be like, yeah, well, this person's treating me bad, so I'm good. And it's just like, oh, Trent made me feel better about this person treating me bad, but I'm not going to change anything. Or Trent made me feel better about me, my self-worth, but I'm not going to change anything. Like, I'm not in the business of making y'all feel good, man. I am literally doing this so you can create change in your life, and not just for you, but for the next generation, for the people around you. Because as the girl said in here, or lady said in here, earlier, it's like, I never had self-love, right? Well, it's time for you to break the cycle. I never had love given to me. It's time for you to break the cycle, because if you don't break the cycle, you're creating a generation of your kids, of people in this world not knowing how to love themselves. You be the example. All right, you be the example. You be the example, and make a freaking decision. Make a freaking decision. How long are we going to stay on this hamster wheel? How long are we going to say we're going to start cherishing our health, but we don't do it? How long are we going to say we're going to start valuing ourselves and I know my worth, but you don't do it? How long are we going to keep talking about it and doing nothing about it? And I'm not telling you to make some transformation overnight, right? It doesn't happen like that. I'm not telling you to be the best person of self-love overnight. But every journey starts with a single step. What is going to be that single step for you if you're having trouble with loving yourself? What is going to be something that's in your control, right? Some of us, we think about the things that we can't control. What's something that's in your control that you can take a step towards loving yourself, towards bettering your life? That's all that I ask of you today. That's all that I ask of you today. Okay? So lock in. Let's learn how to love ourselves holistically. And it all starts with you. The people that are going to make the greatest changes are the people that decide to make change. That's a duh statement, but so many people don't get it. So many people are going to be spending the rest of their life waiting for something to come into their life, waiting for somebody to respect them, waiting for the opportunity, waiting. Some people are going to die waiting. And if you like me, I refuse to die waiting. I want to meet the greatest version of myself. And the only way I'm going to meet the greatest version of myself is if I stop accepting less from myself. Straight up. Every message is real, but this is one where I said I'm going to stop and I'm just going to turn on the camera and just go. I mean, which is probably 90% of the time anyway. But I want to pour into you guys as much as I can, man. But what up, Todd? All right. So everybody on here, please, I'm going to say it again as I leave. As you see, I'm trying to delay my run because I'm tired. I gotta, and listen, I'm outside, guys. And this is a whole different story. I'm outside. I don't have a gym and social distancing. I'm outside. No excuses. No excuse. I'm going to take care of my health because if I don't take care of my health, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to have no energy for the people who need me to be. Right? I'm going to take care of my health. And we got something coming real soon with Rehab Time that's going to help each and every one of you take care of yourself. Because I'm making sure I'm creating things in this world that gives you no excuses. That gives you a way to do things affordably. That gives you a way to give insight as much as I can. And as well as I'm fighting for myself, I'm fighting for each and every one of you as rehabbers across the world. So make sure you lock into the text messaging community and go do something. Go move your body. Go eat well. Go fast. Okay? I'm not a nutritionist. Like, I want to say that. Go consult with your doctor and all that stuff. But go research these things, right? Go challenge your mental discipline. Go challenge yourself. Because when you, man, I don't even want to get off here. Last one for real. When you set the tone for your life, listen to me. Everybody lock in real quick. Everybody lock in real quick. And I want y'all to text me this. Either text me this or send this to my Instagram inbox or quote this. When you set the tone for your life, when you set the tone for your life, people have to respect it. You tell people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So if you're treating yourself like crap, don't expect anybody else to do any different. You set the tone for your life. You set the tone for your life. So if you want respect, you better be respecting yourself. If you want people to treat you a certain way, they better find that example in you. All right? Don't overthink this. Don't overthink this. Honor yourself, man. Let me get out of here. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, man. It's Rehab Time. Let's get it. All starts with you. Text me. All right, let's get it straight up.